All right. Hello, everybody. How are you? It is 8 o'clock on Thursday night, and I have taken a bit of a respite for my birthday. My entire month of June was my birthday. Literally, I celebrate my birthday all month. But my husband and I got away for a bit together. And so we are back with an amazing, amazing guest tonight. So please share. We're going to be calling all 2.0 grandmas. So if you know a fly grandma, call her into the room. Come on, share this out with somebody right now. Go ahead and find us on one of the Facebook groups or the YouTube and share this out. Let someone know that we are on, because we are about to have some fun talking to and celebrating the grandmothers in our lives. All right. But first, my name is Trinace Richardson, and I am the founder of Real Women Rock, because we do. We exist to create safe spaces for women to do personal development work on themselves. And we do that through sister circles. Pre-COVID, we were meeting on a monthly basis in several places in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. We were meeting in person for our in-person monthly sister circles. In addition to that, we also have not only begun establishing sister circles in other states, but we would visit other states and other countries in the world to take real women on the road and establish experiences and sister circles there. So now that we have been in this COVID season, we've been doing them virtually, and we've been having an amazing time connecting. No matter where you live in the world, you're able to come and connect with us. And we are now in the month of July, and we're looking forward to, in the month of July, getting together at Costco Park in Fort Washington, Maryland, in person. We're going to be outside, but we're going to be in person, and just so excited about the opportunity to be in person. We will continue hosting virtual sister circles, and you'll see announcements about those. But for the summer, we wanted to start meeting in person, and our topic for July is going to be Say Yes to You. Say yes to you. And so we invite you now to go to realwomenrock.org. Again, realwomenrock.org, to find out more information about our sister circles and our July one in particular. Really excited about the opportunity to connect with you live. All right. So realwomenrock.org is where you're going to go to find out information. This tonight is going to be absolutely amazing, because we have the opportunity to talk about a population of women who are the backbone of our families and our lives. And I want you all to remember now, you've got to say hello to us. You've got to talk to us, chat with us, let us know that you're here. If you are a grandma, let us know that you're here. We're going to make this real interactive. And I'm going to bring to the forefront this wonderful woman, Dr. Marsha Mclean. Hey, lady, how are you?
I am fantastic.
Listen, I'm so glad that you're here. This is just an awesome opportunity to chat about just a group of women who don't get enough shine. And we're going to give them all of the shine tonight. But I want to just have you introduce yourself a little bit. You are a literal doctor. Like, you earned your doctorate.
I earned that, honey. Okay.
And you are the founder of 2.0 Grandma. I would love for you to talk about who you are and what you do while we continue to invite folks to come in the room. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you. It is my pleasure. Oh my God. Every chance I get to talk about grandmas and promote grandmas, I want the opportunity to do that. So thank you so much, Dr. Richardson, for allowing me to be here this evening. I'm so delighted and feel so honored. A little bit about me. Oh, wow. I am a grandma of 6 right now, and in about a week, 7.
Wow!
7 grandchildren.
No. know you're not gonna
Yeah.
get past. You're not gonna get past because I'm certain that this 2.0 grandma thing, you epitomize you are the epitome of a 2.0 grandma because you don't look like you got seven or nothing. Seven kids, seven grandkids, seven.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In the words of Diana Ross, thank you, darling. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. You can finish.
No problem whatsoever. Yeah, people always say to me, well, you don't look like a grandma. And I'm like, okay, so what is a grandma supposed to look like? And that is what really kind of encouraged me to do this whole Grandma's 2.0 is because people kept saying to me, well, you don't look like a grandma. You don't act like a grandma. And then, and then I thought about my own grandma and how she was, who didn't act like a grandma either. So, but at the time I didn't understand her. But yes, I'm a grandma of 6 and soon to be 7 in about a week or so, July 10th, put it that way. So who really knows, but that's the due date, July 10th. Right. So I'm really excited about that because it's been a while since we've had a newbie in the family. The youngest grandchild right now is 8, about to be 9 in 2 days.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute. So we are really excited.
Babies bring so much joy,
don't they? Oh my God! Oh my God! I mean, it's just thinking about it makes me smile. It really does. So we are really excited about Elijah. And I'm excited about the 6 that I have. I mean, they are all an interesting group. I try to be the type of grandma who's fun. And my granddaughter, the youngest one, said, Grandma, you're the fun grandma. That was right around the time when they had me on, these trampoline places where you go jump. Yes! So I'm that grandma, a little adventurous,
I love it.
I want them to like me. That's important to me. It really is important to me that they like me. And it's also important to me that they see that I'm a role model for them. So I always aspire to be my best, to do my best, because I want them to know that it's okay to do that. And to keep aspiring no matter what age you are.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that really kind of instilled this love to and this idea about grandmas 2.0, because I see grandmas as totally different than what they used to be.
Yeah. Before you get to that, I think it is so important that you example for your grandchildren, as you said, but what you're also doing for you, I think, and for us who are watching you and listening to you, it sounds like you stay young, that's a part of how you stay really vibrant and just staying connected to them. I think we lose our youthful edge when we disconnect and make the young people about all of the stuff that they got going on, but to really find a connection. I love that you said, I want them to like me, not just love me as grandma, but like me. I love that. I love that. Yeah, could you talk a little bit? Yeah, talk a little bit about that. Go ahead.
Okay, because it's one of the things I learned with my own children is that you have to stay connected with them. If you want them to trust you, to tell you what's going on and all those things, you have to stay connected to them. You can't separate yourself and say, no, stay in your place. Now, that's the way I was raised, mind you, but it's a new day now. And my background is in early childhood. And so, I'm all about making sure that the things that I do with children are developmentally appropriate and those kinds of things. And so even when it's so funny, but my daughter used to tease me because she said, Mommy, really, do you have to make sure everything, even the play things that they do? I said, yes, it's really important for development. So those things are really important. They're very critical, to who they become. And so those kinds of things are always really important to me, and important when I was raising my own children as well, because you want them to be independent. You want them to be able to manage and maneuver in any setting, whether it's with their friends, whether it's somebody in authority. It's important that they know how to do that. And so, I realized that a long time ago. And I think my early childhood background kind of helped me with all of those things.
I think training in addition to experience just makes
Mm-hmm.
for,
Mm-hmm.
good learning lessons and pouring them
Yes.
to our kids and grandkids. Could you talk a little more specifically about what a 2.0 grandma is, what your organization offers grandma,
Okay.
and then what
Okay.
is your concept of a 2.0 grandma? And
Okay.
you can see the question on the screen, you all. This is interactive. Let me know if you're a grandma out there, if you got a fly 2.0 grandma in your life.
Yes, honey.
Just talk to me about that while Dr. McClain, tell us a little bit about 2.0 grandma.
Okay. So a 2.0 grandma, and this, of course, this is my own theory about grandma. It's not in the research. Okay. This is my anecdotal version of what a 2.0 grandma is. So in my mind, a 2.0 grandma is a grandma who is fly, honey. She is not your typical stay at home, watch the kids kind of grandma. Now, that doesn't mean that she will not help out. That's not what I mean.
Right.
But you know how sometimes in families they say, oh, grandma will take care of it. Grandma can do this. And they leave grandma with everything to do with the kids and all of that, and the cook and the clean and all those things. Well, no. Grandma has a life also. And it's important that grandma be allowed to live her life and to live her best life. Because in my opinion, we've already raised children. We help with grandchildren. We help with cousins and everybody else. So I think it's our time.
Yeah.
And one of my friends said, one of my grandmas who's in our group said, well, I think it's our time to do what we want to do. And we should not allow other people to dictate what we do, because sometimes we do that with seniors, for example. We say, oh, no, you need to go sit down somewhere. You've already done all of this. Well, no, I haven't. I haven't done all the things that I want to do. Have you done all the things? That's what I asked you. Have you done all the things you want to do in your life? I still have aspirations and dreams, okay? And I want to achieve those. There's still places I want to go. So that's important. So a 2.0 grandma lives by her own rules. Okay. She sets her rules. She lives by that. Doesn't mean that she's disrespectful of other people. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying she sets her own goals. She sets her own rules, and she lives by those rules. And so that could vary, of course, from person to person. And so what I like to say that Grandma's 2.0 does is help us redefine who we are. Sometimes we get lost in our families and we don't know who we are. We always sacrifice for other people and we forget the things that we want to do. I have some grandmas, like last week I went to an event that one of my grandmas was singing, honey. She just dropped a CD. Yes, she did. Yes. So don't tell me grandmas cannot do it, because they can. Okay.
Well,
Another grandma. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to add to that. You just made me think about the fact that not only do they have their own aspirations and their own dreams, that maybe grandmas put on hold sometimes.
Yes.
For their kids, for their grandkids.
Yeah.
And at some point, this is supposed to be my time.
Exactly. And I'm just saying, like Maxine Waters said, I'm reclaiming my time, honey. Okay.
That's right. I know that's right.
I love when she says that. Yes.
So what do you all do in your organization when you get together, Grandma's 2.0?
So we have events, for one thing, that we do. We what I like to do is I like to connect with other grandmas who are out there doing all kinds of things and see what they're doing, and then connect.
And I think I lost her.
Did we do something?
It went out for a second, but you're back. Go right ahead.
Okay. So we do a lot of events. I try to do at least one event per month that focuses on maybe something that grandmas want to do. I've had an author come on and talk to us. I had a young lady a couple of weeks ago who talked about business success strategies. So for those grandmas who are interested in, having multiple streams of income, for example, she told them, you need to have at least 8 streams of income if you want to be a millionaire. And here's
Mhm.
what you need to do. We had
Yeah.
someone come on about talk to us about financial literacy, because
Mhm.
many times in families, grandmas are the top earner in their families. There's
Wow.
a position that grandmas hold in the family unit many times.
Mhm.
And so, it's important that we know how to help our children and grandchildren manage their money. So
Yeah.
we had someone to come on about that. We do health and wellness. We had a fit and fabulous event a couple of times where we had someone come on and talk to us about our health, about how to stay fit, that sort of thing. We've also
Mhm.
we did a makeup session where we put people in different rooms, and we had a makeup artist for this particular room. And then everybody, we did a session where they actually got an opportunity to apply makeup. So fun
Nice.
things. We've done vision board parties and things like that. So a variety of different things.
That's
Yes.
beautiful. And is it a
Mhm.
combination of both in person and virtual? So that do you do some virtual events so that it doesn't matter where people live?
So we've been doing virtual because I didn't get started to actually doing the events until I was in the
Until
planning
COVID.
stage prior to COVID. And then when COVID hit, I'm like, oh my God, I guess I'm going to do virtual. And so now, like you, I want to go and I want to do hybrid because I want to be able to be face
Mhm.
to face in person, because that's what I
Yeah.
was planning before COVID. But I also want to get those people that are, that are remote, that are not in the same area that we're in.
Yeah.
So
That's
we're in the planning
beautiful.
stages for that now.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful because you'll notice, of course, there's nothing like in-person connection. But the next best thing is being able to have people in
Mhm,
the room who would not normally be in the room because
mhm,
they're available to come in virtually, and don't have
mhm.
to leave the comfort of their own home. So I love that. Now,
Yeah.
because you've been able to work over these several months with grandma specifically, and you've noticed just being, all of us have noticed, as a woman, I think we already have the onus of burden of making sure we take care of everybody. So I think it's a double demographic kind of burden for a grandma. You think a grandma, as you said, is supposed to be the one to carry everything. And so I have noticed the demographic has changed a little bit, and I wanted you to talk about that a little bit. I think it, younger,
Oh,
and
yes, yes,
all
yes,
of
yes,
those things. What have you
yes.
noticed as it relates to the differences between the whatever grandma of old picture we had and now
Uh-huh,
today?
uh-huh. So the thing that I've noticed, and I'm one of those kind of people, I like to kind of look to see what's out there as far as research. And so I looked at what AARP was talking about as far as
Hmm.
grandparents are in general. And
Hmm.
so some grandmas are can be as young as 38, and some are, of course, in the hundreds. But here's the thing. You're as young as you feel. My grandma used to say that all the time, and I did not get it.
Hmm.
But I get it now. I get it. I always tell people now, I told you I'm a well, I didn't tell you this, but I'm a college professor.
Hmm.
And I also do training and things like that, right? And so
Hmm.
whenever I'm up in front of people and I say, oh, well, I've been in the field for 20 plus years or whatever, but I started when I was like 6. So do the math, and that tells you my age. And everybody that knows me knows I've been 26 for the last however many years. My grandkids even say,
That's a good
Grandma,
number. That's a
right,
good number.
exactly. Exactly. It's not too young, right? It's not too old, right? And I've said, as Will Smith said, that's where I live, right there. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
but my
yeah.
point is, their grandmas are all, variety of ages. But I did notice that around the average in the 60s, maybe
Mhm.
around 65 is the average age for
Okay.
grandmas, according to the research at AARP.
Mhm.
However, people don't feel old like they used to in the past. I mean,
That's
I know
true.
you've noticed that
Yep.
people don't. I see a few people, maybe there's something medically wrong, that might be why, but other than that, people are working out like never before, taking
Mhm.
care of their bodies, eating better. And so
Mhm.
all of those things really play into the lifestyle and what you do for yourself, that whole self-care thing. And that
Yeah.
makes a difference. It
Yeah.
really makes a difference. Yeah.
We're
So
living longer as a result of
yes,
all of
yes,
that. We're
yes,
living
yes,
longer.
yes.
And so we have more of an opportunity to see our
Mm-hmm.
grandkids grow up
Mm-hmm.
because we're taking, as you said, better care of ourselves. And I love that. I guess I was thinking about, because, I have a fly mother who's a fly grandmother as well.
Okay.
And so I was thinking about everything you just said. You mentioned a grandma who's singing now, and folks
Mm-hmm.
who are following their dreams and doing all of these
Yes.
wonderful things. And I picture grandma in a house coat and just taking care of the babies. All the babies come to her house after it. They ask her for some money, and she pull it out of
Right. She
somewhere.
goes in there. She goes
And
deep in there trying to.
right. I love that you are changing that narrative, that you are
Yes.
saying, there's all of these. I put on the screen, you all, what do you all love about grandmas? Because whether you're thinking of or had in your life the grandma of old, or whether you had the 2.0 grandma, or you have now currently the 2.0 grandma in your life, there are some wonderful things that come up for us as it
Mm-hmm.
relates to our grandmas. And I wanted to really have this conversation with you for so many reasons. This is just so much fun for me. But also to really encourage some women who are either in grandmahood right now, or who are looking at it, coming at some point, or they feel like they're of grandma age. Like you said, you are how you feel. You're as old as you
Mm-hmm.
feel, and they've already condemned themselves to just being at home in the house cold, and I'm just here for the babies and all that kind of stuff. For the grandmas who don't feel like a 2.0 grandma, what do you think is holding them back, and what advice would you give?
I think that society at large is what holds us back. Well, as
Wow.
women, we tend to pay attention to what everybody else says about us, and we
Mm.
take on that, and so that I think is what's happening. And then sometimes, of course, like I have a friend who is a fly grandma, and she says her son always says to her, her son always said, "Mom, you don't need to wear that." Well, hello, if my money can buy it, I should be able to wear it. Okay.
Wait,
I mean,
I know
come on.
she said, wait. Did you pay for it?
Exactly right. Why you mean I can't wear? Last time I checked, I'm your mother, not, not the other way around. Yeah. So, things like that. So again, society kind of puts these things on us, in other words, to kind of keep us in our place. And I'm
Mhm.
saying, no, you are not keeping me. No, I have no place. The place I want to be is the place that I have decided for me is the place that is for me. No one
That's
else
so good.
decides that. Exactly. No one else
So,
decides that.
so
And
good.
so as women, sometimes, like I said, we take on that. We allow people to do that to us. And so we just kind of sit back and, and I've had people say, well, I wished my grandma acted like that. I need to get her out of the house.
Mm.
And so again, and then sometimes it may be medical reasons why. But
Mhm.
guess what? If you start a little bit day by day, doing a few little things to improve yourself, self-care, you never know what you can do. The girl that I work out with, she always says to me, her company is called Dance Intensify. And she always says, just encourage people to start. If
Yeah.
you start doing something every day, maybe it's walking to the end of the street, then the next
Mhm.
day you walk to the end of the next street, then the next
Mhm.
day you walk to, that sort of thing, or back and forth or whatever. But that will change your life. It will change
Yeah.
your life. And
Yeah.
by you doing that physically, it will also change your mindset. Because I think
Yeah.
it also has a lot to do with the mindset.
This is so good. I love this because that it is easier for someone who feels stuck, who feels, you know, old, or like it's over for me, that if you just figure out what your first step, just what the
Mm-hmm,
next step looks like for you. And
mm-hmm,
maybe that is, like you said, a walk, or maybe that's
mm-hmm,
eating a little bit better, or maybe
mm-hmm,
that's maybe listening or watching something that you haven't watched or looked at in years, or maybe it's getting out of the house and doing something you haven't done in a long time, putting on a certain outfit that makes you feel a certain kind of way, just because Dr. McClain over there flying to y'all now. So she is not playing. But I love that it's just whatever that next step is for you, just taking that next step. I would love for you, this time flies by. It always flies by.
I know. Oh my God.
I would love for you to share how folks can get in touch with you. And I'm going to make sure I put it on the screen. And what you have coming up, because I know you have some wonderful things that are coming up that you can talk about.
Yeah, so let me give you the website. So it's www.grandmas2, the number 2, the word point, 0.com.
.0.com.
Yes. And so that's the website. Now, what we have coming up. This is so timely. No, it's the number 0, not the word 0. So point is the
word point.
Point, right, and then the symbol 0.
Yeah, I got you. I'll redo it. Go right ahead.
So the what we have coming up is National Gorgeous Grandma's Day. Believe it or not, that is a day. You know this group that does these national days, like National Cupcake Day, National Pizza Day. So they did something called National Gorgeous Grandma's Day. And that happened in July 23rd. And so we did this last year during COVID, where we actually did a campaign and had people nominate grandmas. Right. And so we're doing it again. So this is what we have going on right now. So we want people to nominate their grandmas. And if you go to our website, we have a tab at the very top that says capital N, capital G, G, D, which stands for National Gorgeous Grandma's Day. So it's at the top of the site. And you can click there and a form will open up and you can actually nominate a grandma. You can nominate several. You can nominate your grandma, someone else's grandma, and then we're asking you to put the grandmas in category. So a fitness grandma that you might know, someone who works out, who's really fit. There's a woman in Baltimore, Miss Ernestine Shepherd. Oh my God, she puts us all to shame. And she's like 80 something. You've heard of her?
I know who you're talking about. In the gym shaming everybody.
Yeah, she showed us all up, putting us all to shame. I love her. And then there's a category for fitness. Like I said, there's a category for the fashionista grandma. So, the fly, woman who's out there in dresses to kill every single day or whenever. So, we know grandmas like that. And then there's one for the artistic, creative, kind of innovative grandma. And then there's one for another category for grandmas who are raising their grandchildren, because that's a group of grandmas too that are many times kind of left out. Because they're at home raising the grandchildren as well. And then there's the boss grandma, those that started their own business and they're doing it. They may be entrepreneur, they may be working for somebody else, but they are boss, honey. So that category as well. So we have 5 different categories that you can nominate a grandma in. Okay.
I love this.
Yes. Very simple. And the other thing that we do real quickly, because I know we're running out of time, is when you go to our website, check out our services. We have coaching services where we actually, because like you said, there's some grandmas that, I don't know that I can do that. So we'll help you along the way. We'll help you with your fashion. I call it refashioning people, right? Where, maybe you say, well, no, I don't know that I can wear that, or I don't know that I feel good in that sort of thing. Yeah. We'll help you with a whole new makeup, a whole new look, okay, a whole new you. We also coach people around their health and wellness as well. And some of our partners do this kind of work. And we also helping, like I said, with financial literacy and helping those grandmas who are raising their grandkids, because we don't want to leave them out. They're a very important group and they are needed, in this world. And so it's really important that we focus on them as well. So those are some of the things that we do other than our events. We do the coaching, and we just have events for grandmas just to kind of support them. We want to to really help people understand how important grandmas are, and that all grandmas, all of them are not fly, no. But I tell you, if you would ask, would you prefer being a fly grandma or just a regular? How many do you think would just say, "Oh, I'll be regular"?
Right.
I'll be regular. No, everybody wants to be fly. So
Listen,
I mean, really,
this is not only is it just a brilliant business idea, but it is an amazing service that you are providing a population and demographic of women who are underappreciated. I know we all love our grandmas, but I think at a certain season of our lives, we get really busy and we have expectations on them that we just assume. We make assumptions.
Right. Exactly.
And so that's what I mean by underappreciating them. And so to be able to lift them up in a way that says you have a life to live beyond who you are as a mother and who you are as a grandmother. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for the work you are doing, Dr. McClain.
Thank you. And thank you for highlighting it.
Absolutely.
And I would love to do a a face-to-face event with you. So keep us in mind for that.
Oh, all you got to do, listen, we have Real Women Hampton Roads. We have Real Women. Yes, we have Real Women Baltimore, Real Women Charles.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes. Real Women goes on the road. So let's talk. We have Real Women PG. Yes. We can really talk about some stuff. So
yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Trinise. I really appreciate it so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you.
And tell Dr. Redmond I said hello.
I will. Yes, this is Dr. Marsha Mclean, y'all. The website is up here for you. Please go to the website. All of us have someone, even if they're not our biological grandma, someone that we can nominate who is absolutely amazing for one of these categories. You know, this is something wonderful and different that you hadn't heard before. And so share this video out with someone and also go to the website. This has been an amazing opportunity for us to learn something new about a work that is being done that is so needed. We are here every Thursday night at 8 o'clock that we have a guest. And it has been our pleasure to bring this amazing guest to you. We'll see you next Thursday. And we really appreciate it. Don't forget to go to realwomenrock.org to find out more information about our July in-person outdoor sister circle. Love you guys. See you next week. Thank you, Dr. Marsha.
Thank you so much, Dr. Richardson. Have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.